What's going on, everybody? Guess what? The whole crew is back. PTSD is back. Sean back. Tone back. Dre back. We can about Dre because he's the shortest, but it's good. But yeah, we want to thank y'all for joining us again. And before we start, go over to YouTube. If you haven't subscribed yet, go over to YouTube. Type it in Pico the City Brown, PTSD, and One-on-One Talk is all on the same platform. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And you can also follow me on TikTok at I'm sorry, Pico City. But without any further ado, somebody gave me a topic yesterday that's kind of interesting because nobody really never talked about nothing like this. Dating somebody that don't or that don't celebrate holidays or come into reality that they don't want to celebrate holidays. Is it fair for you to leave them just because they don't want to celebrate holidays, or will you stay with them or him or her and stick it out with them? Because what's going on, man?
What is about playing church
You
music?
guys watching Quiet, watching Ten Commandments.
Like they got the congregation downstairs.
But yeah, that's the topic for today. Will you stay with somebody, him or her? It don't matter if it's a male or I can't say female no more. If would it be cool if you stayed with him? If somebody said, "Hey, you know what? I don't want to celebrate holidays no more." Would you be like, "You know what? I'm not used to this." Would you just leave the person? Or if you met somebody and he just was like, "I don't celebrate holidays," and you like this person, or would you just be like, "You know what? Ain't nothing I can do." So we're gonna start first with Sean, Mr. Hollywood right here. So Sean, what's your outtake on that?
What's going on? No, I'm just kidding. I'll say my outtake on that one. For people who's in dating and the dating, I'm getting my words taken. My fault. People that's dating, first dating. If the other side, let's say if the man don't celebrate holidays and the woman do, I would say they need to have a discussion with that in early stages and talk about that, before they take it to the next level. So if the man's like, "Oh, I don't celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving," it could be whatever holidays. That should be a discussion talked about before y'all go to the next level or before y'all take it more seriously. Now, if y'all already dating and then y'all communicate that one, it's completely your choice if you want to leave. It's completely your choice. But just for what I understand, it's like people, they like, "Oh, if he don't celebrate holidays, then we're not compatible." I don't see why that's compatible with like a true relationship. I don't see why that's compatible with true partnership and love in a relationship. Just because a person don't celebrate holidays, that don't make them, that it don't make it the end of the world. Because a holiday is a holiday. It's just a repeat of the same day every year. So I would say don't hound the person for not celebrating holidays. It's completely their choice. Just like it's completely your choice to not date somebody who's not tall enough. It's completely your choice to not date somebody. It's completely your choice to not date somebody who's a different race, or it's completely y'all. It's all about choice. It's your choice. But don't make that the entire requirement to date this person. Be like, "Oh, he don't celebrate Christmas, we can't do it." It's more than that. He could be, he could have more qualities than just celebrating Christmas. So I would say just have that discussion early, in the early stages of dating. See how y'all both feel about it. See if it could be like a little agreement, sacrifice. Maybe she'll be, okay, I can maybe work with that, or maybe she don't. And if she don't, just be like, "Hey, this can't work." It's kind of like dating somebody and they announce, "Hey, I have kids, I have children. Just want to let you know," and they don't.
You sound like in the beginning stage.
Beginning,
you let them know, "Oh, I don't celebrate holidays and stuff."
Yeah, exactly. Just let them know. Have that discussion. I just want to let you know I got 2 kids. If you want to take this further, that's cool. If you don't, we can just call it right now. Just let that be known. So that's my opinion. Just don't hound a person just because they don't celebrate holidays. Because holidays, to me, holidays are just another day. Because as a kid, I grew up, I was celebrating holidays and everything. But as I got older, I realized I'm not this, like with Christmas, for example. Christmas is like, they say, the gift of giving. We all know the true Christmas. But it's the gift of giving and This is like, I don't care about that. To me, that's just me personally. I don't care about that stuff. Like, if I don't get nothing for Christmas, I will be fine. I will just eat some food or whatever. I don't care about holidays. I really don't. That's just me. That's just me. For people who do, hey, knock yourself out. But you're not gonna be, oh, why don't you like it? You better like. No, it's my choice. I don't like holidays. I don't like holidays. I don't celebrate them. I don't celebrate them. If I don't look at them it as a big picture or something, that's whatever. So that's my opinion. Let's don't hound a person on that.
Dre?
What do you think, Dre?
I agree with you, to be honest with you. I feel like holidays aren't really like necessary to have a conducive relationship in a way. Mm-hmm. I just feel like you said, it should be addressed in the beginning stages, like in a relationship, let that person know, hey, I don't really do holidays and stuff like that. And it's really a choice. I mean, if you want to do that or not, it's not something that's really necessary, to be honest with you, because you could be with somebody, you could have two people that's together and they do holidays and stuff like that, but the relationship don't work out. So I feel like this just goes back to some of the things I'd be saying about, like, in other episodes about people putting certain other things that really don't matter in a relationship, if you get what I'm saying, like that. Like, you can still find somebody that's good for you that don't celebrate holidays, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really that necessary. So the fact that y'all put that so high on the list, or that it even matters that much, just goes to show you really don't know what makes a relationship work. You know what I'm saying? So if that's something that's on your list, then I think you really need to relook at your list, because that really doesn't matter, to be honest with you. But I mean, it's a give and take type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a choice whether or not you want to be with somebody that celebrate holidays and stuff like that. And I could see why a lot of people do it when they have kids and stuff like that, because in a way, you know, you're giving that childhood to a child, and you know, of course they're gonna be around it in school, like Christmas and Halloween. I think Halloween and shit like that. So I mean, it's really a choice, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, but I mean, I just would say reevaluate it if that's something you really care that much about. So, I mean, yeah, that's just my opinion on that. So, yeah.
T-Bird, Dr. T,
Well, y'all
Ice T.
y'all pretty much summed it up though. It's everybody got choice. It's all about choice. They shouldn't disqualify a person just because they don't want to do it. But if the girl wants to get with a guy, because if she want to get with a guy that celebrates holidays, that's her prerogative. She has the choice to do it. Mm-hmm. Just like it's also the man prerogative if he don't want to do that, and he don't want to be dealing with a woman that does that. So it is all about choice. But the sad thing is, going back to what both of y'all said, but especially you, man, people will like throw away something that's potentially good just because of minor stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the fact that people sabotage something that's good for trivial stuff is the reason why like a lot of stuff don't work out. Because like you said, you can have a couple and they both celebrate holidays and the relationship is still terrible. All right. So, and then you can have somebody that don't celebrate holidays that actually would have been the best person for you, but because he don't do what the status quo, don't do what the public does, right, he don't qualify now. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's and then it's just like when you hear stuff like this, it's just like it just lets you know that everybody is plugged into the matrix. Yeah. Everybody is plugged into the matrix. Don't nobody want to think for self, and not even think for self to like see, because that's a thin line too. And when I say think for self, if you just want to be real, it's just about doing what God say. It ain't about because when you tell certain people that they think doing something beyond God now, because they so independent that, well, I don't eat God, I don't eat the status quo, it's just me. But it's like, no, you got to answer to a higher power, just like we all do. So the fact that people, and once again, just, you know, people can get mad all they want. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm already public enemy number one on this show. I already know that, so I ain't even worried about it. But yeah, like women just keep a lot of these topics about why stuff goes sour is literally because of women. And the guys that you find that do the stuff that women do, they're only agreeing with women in hopes to get that woman. Right. But guys, if it's just left to guys alone, we don't care. So guys would do stuff that they think is conducive to helping them get a woman. So if the woman is not involved, guys be like, oh, if it ain't no chick involved, I don't care about that. But women things are a problem because women make it a problem. Guys don't care about that stuff. Sure. Guys don't care about holidays. We don't care about none of that. Think about it. Why you think when Christmas come around, the man don't care about Christmas. But what does he have? A wife and kids. So he's like, well, okay. That's why daddy always get milked. He's the walking wallet. He gets milked, and the wife and the kids get gifts. And when he get a suit and tie, like by him not caring, he don't even care about that. But even if they give him that, he be like, oh, okay. But he doesn't care about that because they know the main thing is, well, we'll give daddy socks and a tie, but he better buy us a PlayStation and 2 bikes and a Maserati. Because by them being the wife and the kids, they supposed to get the better gifts than him. But he don't care about none of that.
Real.
So the man always sacrifices himself in that aspect to please them. He not pleasing himself. He losing money just to please his wife and his kids. And not that he has to, because he don't have to, but he's only doing it because he feels the pressures of society. So that's why I always say it's good to have your own mind and believe in God and stay away from that stuff, because if you don't put God first, you do what man say. So if man say everybody do this on his day, and if everybody listen to what man say, everybody gonna do what man said. And in this case, it's the white man. The white man set the holidays. You don't have to abide by those holidays, but since the white man set the holidays and people honor man rather than God, they're gonna do what the white man say. You know, and even if they feel the pressure, oh well, everybody else around you was doing it. Okay, so do you love yourself or do you love pleasing people? So a lot of people, they don't even love themselves and they not one with themselves because their whole mission is to not look bad in front of this person or to not look bad in front of this group of people. I always say this, people always do stuff for the validation of others. Nobody do stuff for God, because that's the number one thing. It's supposed to be for God and then for yourself. But everybody wants to please everybody else other than themselves and pleasing the master, which is God. So if you got a world where everybody want to please other people, the world will never be in harmony. Because everybody want to, oh, well, I wonder what they think of me. I wonder what he think of me. I wonder what she think of me. So, and then by you already having that mindset, now you have kids, you giving them that same mindset. So even when they said, oh, we do it for the kids. Well, if you love your kids, you just going to say, look, if everybody do that, we going to have a family day in here. That ain't got nothing to do with the world. We going to love on each other, and we going to do this on this holiday. Whatever this holiday everybody call it, we going to call it something else, and we not going to do what they do. This is family time with us.
Don't call it Festivus.
Yeah, Festivus for the rest of us. So, but yeah, because if it's real, the father will enforce it. Hey, because he's the head, and then the mom will follow suit and be like, well, it's family time. Everybody out there doing turkeys and all that, giving presents. We gonna show how much we love each other. We all gonna play little board games. We gonna celebrate each other. That has nothing to do with the holiday. The dad can enforce that, but then remember, dads are so weak and they have no backbones that they do what the mom say, because the mom wears the pants. So whatever the mom say, the dad follows suit. The man follows suit with whatever the mom say. That's why you always say shows, and even in real life, when the man and his woman got to make a decision, he always say, well, it's whatever the wife say, because what they say, she wear the pants. You know how many times we heard that? So since he don't run nothing, he pays financially, but she runs the decision making.
That's typically why they had a woman buy all the ornaments and all the decorations and have her take care of it. Because
exactly.
We don't really think about it like that.
Yeah, we don't care about that, but since the women do, and since the man don't stand up for himself and be like, no, we're not finna celebrate this, because when you study the history of this stuff, none of this stuff is good. The history is horrible, from Valentine's Day to Christmas to Thanksgiving to Halloween. All these, and even it's so crazy, even the sweetest day, because that's something that was made up too, because that's supposed to be the boy version of Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is typically for the women. So I guess sweetest day is for the girls to do stuff for guys. But all this stuff is man-made, bro. All this stuff is man-made. God didn't ordain none of this. He didn't create none of this. So it's all BS anyway. But like I said, we live in a wicked world. So since the world is 90% wicked and 10% good, and that's actually a stretch, because I'll argue that it's 95% wicked and 5% good.
Right.
Yeah. Since that's what the world is mentality-wise, everybody's going to go for what's comfortable. And sadly, evil is comfortable. Evil is convenient. So people rather do what, they rather do what's at their front door rather than walking down this way or walking down this road to get their meal. They'll rather go to McDonald's, which is right next door to them, even though they know that it's killing them. Instead of jogging 2 miles to go eat something healthy that'll actually make them live longer. That's just what it is. This world is all about convenience. And cause it's convenience and hedonism. That's all it is. So yeah, like I said, going back to the question, everybody has their choice. But if a woman to disqualify a good man because he don't celebrate Christmas is asinine to me. That's her choice. She could choose not to mess with him, but in the long run, she gonna lose, because whatever person she get with that does celebrate what she celebrate, and it still don't work out, now she gonna be like, damn, I wonder if because old boy, way back then, when we was listing the qualifications, he had a lot of good qualifications, but I basically put him to the side because he don't celebrate Thanksgiving. So now she's like, man, I wonder how that could have been. But it's too late now because you made your choice. So, everybody has a choice, but to get rid of somebody that's potentially good because they don't celebrate what the white man put in order is stupid. That's just how I feel about it.
What was you going to say, Dre?
Well, Sean made a face first. So what? Because you made a face. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to speak on Christmas part. The reason why my opinion changed on Christmas is because Christmas, with a white person, Christmas is supposed to be the gift of giving and everything. But I found it funny how, like, society, they buy all these gifts. Most of society, if you pay attention, this is just in my opinion, most of society, they don't buy gifts because they want to out of genuineness of their heart. They buy gifts because they need to, because they don't want to hit the son or daughter's mouth, not getting the gifts.
Hell, and a wife's mouth.
And the wife.
Or it's being pushed by society.
Or it's being pushed, right,
It's a
exactly.
national holiday and stuff.
So
So
I just figure all these holidays, it's like, y'all doing this, y'all celebrating them because y'all need to. It's not actually a choice. It's like, oh, I'm going to get shunned if I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I'm going to get shunned if I don't celebrate Christmas. Now, don't get me wrong. I've celebrated those holidays in the past. I celebrated. But like I said earlier, my opinion has changed on those holidays. I've told my mom. I told her right there. I'm like, Mom, if you don't have any, she told me, she's like, I don't got no money for those gifts. I'm like, I don't care about that.
Right.
I was like, Ma, I don't care about that. Only gift I need is my family and you. That's me.
Gift of life.
That's
man.
me.
For real.
You only get one mom. You got 50 PS5s and 50 PS4s. I told her I don't care about gifts and everything.
Exactly.
I don't care about that stuff genuinely. So I just feel like people with the Christmas, they buy all these gifts because they need to. And I'm just like, why y'all do that? I want to hit a wife. She's gonna hound me if I don't get this $500 diamond necklace. She's gonna hound me if I don't get this $7,000 ring. Or I was just like, but you're not buying it out of genuine like desire. Like, let me buy this, even if it's not a holiday. I would give people more respect if they bought a $7,000 necklace for their wife on a Wednesday
regular day.
instead of why wait an entire holiday? And I don't understand it's $7,000, but y'all white people that got money. So I'm just keep it a buck. Y'all got money. $7,000 ain't nothing to y'all. I'm sorry. It's true.
They'd be like, how you get in my wallet?
Right. Don't trust one with the do-rag. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, it's like it would be genuine if you just bought it on a Wednesday. Like, here, baby, this necklace because I wanted to genuinely buy it. Why you gotta wait till Christmas? Oh. And then she's like, oh, so that necklace is pretty nice. And she's giving you that look, you're like, damn, I gotta go buy it. So it's like you need to buy it. And I understand, hype your wife, but just be like, nah, like, no. Like $7,000, I don't got that right now.
That's a lot of money.
That's a
man.
lot of money.
Lying for what they-
Bread.
So it's just that's what my opinion on the holidays. People celebrate it because they need to. Now I'm not saying all of them. Some people celebrate because they actually want to. Some people genuinely celebrate Thanksgiving, Halloween. Some people genuinely celebrate that because it brings joy to them or whatever. But
You know what?
most people, they celebrate that stuff because they need it. They need to.
And that's funny you say that because no, you don't. You ain't come on him. Most people will say, Halloween, because sometimes Halloween is big now. It's bigger than what it used to be.
It is. And I'm like,
But people pretty much know the truth about Halloween. They know it's a satanic day, and they still serve it. So it's kind of, if you think about it, it don't make sense. Just like me saying, hey, I'm finna have a holiday because I just went into school and shut up everybody. But y'all gotta have when my day come, everybody gotta go outside with toy guns and knock on the door and say trick or treat, and y'all put toy bullets in y'all bags. No matter how you look around it, you still serving that evil entity.
Right.
And I've been saying that for the longest. But yeah, people try to dress up Christmas and Thanksgiving, but the evil that took place in those things are still here.
Yep.
Because spirits don't die, man. Those things carry spirits, whether we like it or not. And pretty much the reason why I'll say women, they pretty much stick to holidays because they're going to get stuff. Just be honest.
Yeah.
They're going to get stuff. It's like Tony said, guys don't care about holidays.
No.
Guys don't, oh my God. He doing that to shut the wife up.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you bringing your kids up in this stuff, and if you miss a holiday, they're going to hate you for it.
Yep. And resent you. Yep.
So who's the fool? You or the holiday? Holiday is just man-made. You don't have to go for it. You don't have to believe it. But let me hear what Drake got to say.
Nah, because Sean made a good point, and I have to agree with him on that, because I would respect it, like he said, a whole lot better if it was something, and it's more genuine when somebody does it for you outside of the holiday
Like,
things, because
out of the
it's like you're expecting it to happen. So like,
Exactly.
if somebody, like if you go to a store and you say, oh, I like this, and they paid attention to it, and they was like, okay, you know what, this person like this, I'm gonna go get it for him, and you just brought it to him off some regular stuff, then it goes to show you put thought into it. You know what I'm saying? Like a holiday, you put some thought into it, but at the same time, you were only doing it because you know something was coming up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's expected. But when you go and do it because you know you care about this person, and you actually was paying attention to what this person like, then that's just something else. That's just being genuine and knowing that you care about that person. But I wanted to touch on what Tony said earlier, because I think you said something about Sweetest Day,
Sweetest Day.
right? Yeah. You see, you already knew I was. Yeah.
What is this, man? What is
Yeah,
this?
because Sweetest Day is supposed to be like the man's version of Valentine's Day.
Right.
And when we think about Valentine's Day, we always think about women. Women are supposed to get something for Valentine's Day. We put a lot of thought in getting flowers, cards, money, or a gift and stuff like that. But when you come to Sweetest Day, it's like it's not really much thought being. You know, a lot of people don't really celebrate Sweetest Day like that. A lot of women don't even think about it like that. You know what I'm saying? So when Sweetest Day come around, they don't even. A lot of people don't even know what day Sweetest Day falls
I
on.
don't.
I
ain't
still
gonna lie,
don't know.
I don't know what
And
day
that
it
goes
is.
to show
I
we
know
don't-
it's the day. I just don't know what day it
me
is.
neither.
Exactly, but that goes to show that women don't really think about what men want in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they already know what day Valentine's is, and when a man gets into a relationship with a woman, he already knows off bat. I gotta get her something for
I
Valentine's
gotta
Day.
do this. Yeah.
A woman doesn't have to say anything about, I gotta go. You gotta give me something for Valentine's Day or take me out. The man already know. Okay, Valentine's coming up. I gotta do something, whatever it is. But when Sweetest Day come around, y'all ain't thinking about nothing. Women don't even know what day that falls on, to be honest with you. And a lot of men don't neither, but that goes to show we don't think about it like that because it's not something we're used to. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that was like very apparent that like men have a certain type of holiday, but it's not pushed out there in media or anything like that. Or you don't even see it in stores where they advertise
You ain't
Sweetest Day
lying.
is
I've
coming.
never
don't.
seen a Sweetest
Like,
Day commercial.
if
That's
you
so
don't.
true.
If you go to the store now, like if you go to Walmart, Target, or whatever, you can see that even before February comes up, they already got
already
Valentine's
got the
stuff
Valentine's
already
stuff
set up
out,
and
yeah.
ready for them.
2 months in, like a month in advance.
Yeah,
or
we ain't
something
even
like
hit February yet. In the beginning of January
Fresh out
this
of
year,
Christmas. They
yeah,
coming,
fresh out of
yeah.
Christmas, they already got Valentine's stuff set up. They already know, all right, it's Women's Day coming up right now, so they already know men's gonna go shopping and get women what
Cards,
they want and stuff
balloons,
like
candy,
that.
yeah.
They got it all set up. As soon as Sweetest Day come, you don't see not a poster in sight.
No, it's the percentage is very low for Sweetest Day. So
Yeah. So I mean, that's just something I thought that was very interesting that you said. So I was like, damn.
that made a lot of
Sweetest
sense.
Day.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's my opinion.
But I'm gonna add my last 2 cents on it, and this is just gonna be real short. The fact that the white man gotta tell you what day to love your family,
Ain't that cold, man?
and then the next day you go back to hating them, but you only did it this day because the white man said this is the day all y'all supposed to fake love each other. That's a problem.
That's a big problem.
So that just hit me. I'm like, this man tell you, well, on this day y'all got to do this. So everybody, and we all heard people here, even within our own families, we'll hear. But I've heard people say, "What you got? Oh man, we got to go to this for the family. I hate them. Like we got to go to my so and so side of the family. I can't stand them, but we all doing this for the whole Thanksgiving thing or the Christmas." So it's like you being forced to go amongst somebody you hate, or being forced to go amongst people that hate you, because the white man said this day y'all supposed to do this on this day. So the fact that you got to be told when to love your family and when to be loved on Monday, just to go back to Tuesday hating each other when the holiday is over on Monday, that's crazy.
That is.
Period. So I'm gonna just leave it at that.
That's crazy.
Y'all got somebody at the top telling y'all when to love and celebrate your family instead of just doing it organically.
That's a pretty big pizza ball to swallow there, buddy. But yeah, as what Tony said, I agree with you 100%. So I agree with you 100%. And yeah, that's fine. This let's just dissect this holiday thing for a minute anyway. Just like Tony said, they're giving you one day to love your family, and you go back to hating them Tuesday.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, this is this is the mind frame they give us. No, hey, celebrate these holidays. Now the truth is out more in I would say by 2021 than it was when I was in school. Right. Everybody thought Jesus was born on Christmas Day. Yep. Now it's proof that's out. Jesus wasn't born on Christmas, but guess what people say? Well, first it was we celebrate Jesus' birthday. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. that came out to be a lie. Now, a lot of people know what? Jesus wasn't born in Christmas in the cold. He was born sometime in the spring. Okay. Now how we going to do this? Now they know the truth. So most people say what? Now I do it what? For my family. Think about it.
Switch it up.
Now you pretty much took, they gave you the truth that now you don't have to celebrate the holiday because it was a lie.
Right.
You found it was a lie. You're supposed to stop doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now people say, well, I do it for my family. I do it for my kids. Now you only thing you're doing is teaching your kids to grow up to be just like you were.
Mm-hmm.
And when they have kids, it's gonna be the same thing. And when they have kids, it's gonna be the same thing. But little that we know that God don't change. He don't change. What he said back there still goes for 2023. And how can you be close to God? Just hear me out. How can you be close to God if you serving pagan holidays? Think about it. Don't that make sense?
Right.
If he's telling you not to do something, he say, hey, I put in my commandments, Tony, don't kill. And Tony on his knees praying every day, thanking the Lord, ordained himself to be a minister, and he go out and start shooting people at night. And on church Sunday, praising the Lord. We might not see it, but God sees everything we do. So yes, at the end of time, everybody got to get judged.
Yeah.
Well, I told y'all not to follow. I told y'all not to follow the ways of the heathen. Why you do it? Well, God, you got to understand now. You allow me to have kids. He not trying to hear that. He's not trying to hear that because everybody heard the truth somewhere in this world. If he say don't do it, simple, don't do it. You're not going. If you decide to do it, you're not going against me. You're going against him. But I don't know what it is, and I'm not. Well, I'm gonna catch heat for this, so let's just get ready.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much women. Women do not like to let holidays go. Why? I don't know. But then again, they don't like to let anything go that's wrong.
Exactly. Woo. Right.
They don't. I'm just being honest. And if it stings, I hope y'all learn something from this. Let that stuff go. Don't jeopardize a relationship, a good relationship. Like Tony said, he can be a great guy. And he say, well, you know what, babe? I've been doing this and such. He didn't got to read the Bible. He just said, you know what? I just came to a conclusion. I'm tired of giving these people my money every year.
Yes, sir.
What you mean? So you mean I can't get nothing no more? No, but it's a sentimental thing. It's supposed to be sentimental when we both got together. It don't get no sentimental than that. We're together. That's me and you together is bigger than a holiday.
Right.
Yep.
But if I say I don't want to do it no more, or I'll just, for argument's sake, if she says she don't want to do it no more, I can't be like, well, you know what, this ain't gonna work. Because why it ain't gonna work? Because I'm used to getting things. Now you have the ideology of a child. Don't childs pitch fits when they can't get stuff? There you go. So it's really not that hard. When I came into the truth, just like you, Sean, I used to celebrate holidays too. Tony did too.
Yeah, I did too.
Dre, we all did. But once you come into the truth of something, the truth is not that hard because once it stick, that means it's true. Hey, wait a minute. There's no proof that Jesus did this. There's no proof that, and come on now, all these holidays are lies, but we still celebrate them. Rabbits don't lay eggs, but we still celebrate
that's common
Easter.
sense. A rabbit
Rabbits
can't
don't
lay
lay
eggs.
eggs.
But people still gonna push
They
it.
would have did better getting the crocodile, or alligator, or chicken.
I was gonna say, actually, get something that makes sense.
That
Like
make
chicken
them lay eggs.
So at least it'll make that lie more believable because chickens lay
Yes.
eggs. Rabbits don't.
Rabbits don't lay eggs. What we do, we go to the store, buy paint the eggs for the kids, and hide the eggs. Like rabbits have eggs. That's another lie.
That's crazy.
They give it to you. You come back and say, hey, this is not true, but I'ma still do it. Halloween is, like I said earlier, Halloween is nothing but a satanic day. That's all, and everything is out in the open now. Oh yeah, Halloween, the witches come out, all that stuff is true, but what happened? We still buy our kids outfits. You still serving that entity. Well, we all know what happened on Thanksgiving. Everybody died on that day. All the Indians. But guess what? What did they do? They sat down and ate that food over all them dead bodies.
You know how callous you got to be to do that?
Thank you. Yeah. That's some heartless stuff. We don't look at it like that because we wasn't back there to see it.
Right.
If God gave man an ability to go back in time to them days, a lot of these holidays people wouldn't do it no more because those are prices on people's heads. They killed all them Native Americans. It's not like they cleaned up. No, they sat right there and ate. That's where you get Thanksgiving from. But we do it. Oh, we want to get close to family. but that evil is still in evil is still in that stuff. So, me, I ain't never got to celebrate a holiday as the Lord keep me on this earth. I can care less. I don't even miss them. I don't. I can't be Sean. Now you know I love you, right? What you gonna give me for Christmas? Why? So if I bait you in, that means I did my job by tempting you. Now you got to start from level 1 again. Well, Dad did I do it? Then you call Tony. Well, Tony, my dad, he did want this, and you make the story sound good. Now Tony fall. Well, if you get him something, I'm gonna get you something. Then Tony called Dre, and guess what? God just looking at it like, dude, what's wrong with y'all? That's what he do anyway. But it's hard to get black people to get out of stuff like that because they're always going to fight you. And just like Tony said, it's not the men. The men can care less. Because either way it go, even with birthdays, holidays, the man still gonna get the short end of the stick. He gonna get a tie,
some socks,
and some socks,
and some drawers.
Maybe some drawers. He got 30 of the same ties. Like, man, y'all gave me these ties 30 years ago. But I gotta break my neck and buy y'all like PlayStation 5. I gotta buy my wife a brand new car. But see, when we when we adapt to those things, it's hard to get out. Even the Lord said itself, sin is hard. Sin ain't easy to get out of because it's pleasing.
Yeah.
It is so pleasing. God's not going to reward his people with all that stuff because it's going to turn him. Or I'm a servant of the Lord, say sanctified, and I got $500 billion in the bank. God, I'm like, dude, you ain't got no. Either you're going to help somebody or you're going to be a fool. But how many rich people actually help poor people?
That's a good question.
How many? They'll spend it on the college fund that don't even need the money.
You know what I was going to say? I learned too, because you would think on a low scale that rich people, when they do charities, that's good. But you found out them charities scams. When I found out, I'm like, because I used to think, well, at the least they do charities. But then when I found out charities was BS,
all this stuff is crap.
Yeah, I'm like,
all this stuff is crap.
I'm like, you better hold down and build it yourself.
Yes,
and like,
and doing it yourself.
It's 50,000 hamburgers. All them kids bring. Like, if you don't do it yourself like that, if you just give it to the government to make them do the right thing,
they ain't gonna do the right thing anyway.
That's a scam too.
It's all of it is a scam. All of it is a scam. You get a paycheck, holidays, you broke. Now you think, oh, my kids is happy, but they finna cut the lights out. Ain't no heat on no more. But your kids is happy. Oh, I do it for the kids. No, you better wake up for the kids. Because them same people you get that money to, they don't care about cutting your stuff off, man. They prove that every day. Yeah. Be late on the bill. I tell you what, go out there. Well, I'm not saying you know your car. Go out there and go to the dealership. You just bought a car. Like, you know what? I can't pay my car note till next year. I got to buy my kids some Christmas presents. They be like, okay, go right ahead. About the time you get outside, they gonna give you a venture card. Like, homie, take the bus back home. Life don't stop. Life is never going to stop, man. So if you dating somebody and he or she don't want to celebrate holidays, even if y'all didn't have that conversation, dude, and he's a good person and she's a good woman, you deal with that. Yeah, think about it. If I leave, I probably messed up a good life. No, this guy probably want to marry me. All because I can't go over your parents' house and be like, Merry Christmas. For what?
And the mom and dad hate you.
Woo! Exactly.
They hate you.
Oh yeah, as long as that nigga bringing me presents, I don't care.
Man. They go so it's like it's fake love.
That's all it is. It's nothing but a front. It's nothing but a front.
I never thought about it like that. That's wild.
So keep that guy. Keep that girl. If they want to walk in the light. But the Bible do say, how can two walk together except they agree? So guess what? If I'm with you and we're serious and my God is stronger than your God, you got to come over to my side or I have to go. You can't be trying to spread the good word and you come home and your kids dressing up like Santa Claus and putting cookies and stuff out. You have a fit. What are y'all doing? Oh, we just doing it for the kids. God don't care nothing about that. And he really don't.
Hey,
he don't. You gonna say, oh, okay, I'll let you go this time. But did y'all get me something? Oh man, no, he don't care about that stuff.
Is white people still lying to their kids about Santa Claus?
Yes,
they are.
But it ain't even them. Black people lie about it too.
I never understood that. Like
Santa Claus.
If I'm in a house
That's crazy.
and I see a white man with a beard come down my chimney, we finna have a shootout.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't know what you're doing. First of all, you're not going to get through anyway.
See, now I gotta say something.
And then if you do make it down, I'm beating you up and taking your stuff because you magic. I want to do it too. Let me get that stuff, man.
Wait a minute.
But then, well, you got to go to bed and Santa be here. There's no Santa Claus. There's no Easter Bunny.
None of that stuff, man. My mama told me Santa don't exist when I was a kid. She was like, Santa is not real. I was like,
It's made up.
See, you know what? That's
Go ahead,
crazy
Dre.
because I never understood it. Even when I was younger, I never understood what's the harm in lying, like telling your kids the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Why is it such a big deal for you? Yeah, for you to sit here and lie to your child about, oh, there's a big white man that's gonna give you gifts and do this and do that for you and stuff like that, just so they can believe in a fairy tale. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't think kids. Well, first off, kids don't even look at it like that. To be honest with you, and two, to be like lying to your kid is just like another way of putting them into the mind frame that, okay, I can believe everything that's in my head. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got a lot of kids in school believing certain things that other kids are saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't understand, like, because when like you said, when I was younger, my parents already told me off rip, like, there's no Santa
no
Claus.
Santa
There's none of
Claus.
all this other stuff. I'm the one that put these gifts under the box. So if you under the tree, so if you acting like an ass, you ain't getting nothing. It's just as simple as that. But for some reason, y'all go around and tell y'all kids these stupid lies and stuff like that, and eventually they find out that it's not a lie, and then because now that you really think about it, that's why a lot of people are being told lies when they're younger, and then they grow up find out things are not what they seem. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So now they go crazy, or they look at the world different because they've been lied to since they was a child. When you could have just been truthful off rip, they will understand that y'all like kids are stupid. Kids are actually smarter than y'all think.
Yeah, they
They
smart.
really are. Because I done seen a lot of smart kids. And that I wouldn't, like, sometimes some kids will say some things that I didn't even think they would understand at their age. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So y'all need to stop looking at kids like they dumb. They not. So, yeah, with all this lying stuff about certain holidays, y'all could just throw that stuff in the garbage.
Just
no
like
point in
the
it.
just like the anchor woman said years ago.
Mhm.
The Easter Bunny's real, Santa Claus is real, and yes, Jesus is white. She said that on live TV.
Oh, I remember that too. I remember that.
Wow, I never
Jesus
heard
white.
that. Really?
She said it, yep. And that's another thing we could talk about one day. Why the heck they changed the color of Jesus? Jesus is every. Have you noticed Jesus is every color except black?
Every color was
He's
black.
Mexican. He's
all-
he's
I
he's
heard
all
it all.
nations except
He's
black.
Middle Eastern. I'm like,
Yeah.
I done heard it all, bro.
How many different Jesuses
Yeah.
y'all got?
With the real Jesus, please stand up, please, because I don't know what's going on. It's a gang of y'all now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's about it. So,
And that just lets you. Now I gotta say something.
oh, T-Bird.
That just lets you know the arrogance of white people. For them to live in a world where they know as many other nations that live amongst them, and to be like, oh, Jesus is white. Like you said, with the whole white, not even just Jesus, like Santa Claus coming down the chimney.
Everybody's
So
white.
it's like you do understand white people is not the only people in this world. You got Mexicans, you got blacks, you got Asians. So for you to know this, and you just put in general that this white man, because of course you know when white people say we know white people are for self.
Yeah.
So but they talking as if only white people live on this earth. But you know with media, every nation will see this.
Exactly.
So why would you say something like that? So now you put in the Asian man. Well, then this white man finna come down my or black man. Well, I'm a nigga in the hood, and this white man finna. But you already know what message that's gonna send to other races because you live amongst other nations.
Right.
So for you, the arrogance you have to say that, knowing that other races is gonna look at that too and adopt the same ideology as you. It's just that white people, bro. They just. I ain't even finna get into that, but that
Yeah,
shows
that's a whole
the
nother
arrogance,
topic.
bro.
Another
You got to be arrogant as hell to say some stuff like
Yeah.
that. You got all these nations that you live, that you coexist with, but you gonna say what you celebrate is only this color, and every other nation that's not that color got to accept that color. You bold as hell for that. Y'all bold as hell for that, but they've been doing this since the beginning of the time.
Yep.
Now, like I said, let it been white people living in a world with nothing but white people. Then what you say will make sense. It wouldn't make sense God-wise, but I mean as far as like you telling the people, because there's no other nations that look different. So, of course, if you white, you're going to tell other white people that blah, 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 because all y'all white. That will make sense. You can't say that and you coexist in a world with 50 other nations and other different shades and colors, but you still going to say yours is the top race and everybody's supposed to look at your race is this. That's the arrogance, bro. The arrogance is crazy.
The arrogance of them. So yeah.
That's all.
But yeah, that was a good point, Tom. That was a real good point.
How you reverse
Very,
that?
very interesting.
Oh shit.
Dre messing up stuff. You don't reverse that one.
Oh, you
gotta
don't?
flip it around. That's why I was keeping it around. Yeah, but let's go. They laughing at you.
I'm sitting there hitting the button.
Like,
How do you reverse that?
Oh yeah.
but that's gonna do it for today. This is just part one. We got another show coming up in 3 minutes. Give us 3 minutes. But that's gonna do it for PTSD. I hope you guys learned something.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Sean said 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Now feed me great.
But yeah, that's it. Don't forget to go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Go to TikTok, hit that follow button. That's Pico City. YouTube is Pico the City Brown. There's one-on-one talk, and also PTSD is on YouTube. So if you miss it here, you can always go to YouTube, and don't forget, please subscribe to YouTube and hit the like button. Go over to TikTok and follow me on TikTok. That's Pico City. But that's gonna do it for PTSD. Next week we'll be back with a fresh topic. But we have a part 2 coming up in. We say, Sean, 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Master said 5 minutes, so we'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere, so we'll be right back. This is PTSD signing off, saying take care of yourself, each other, keep God first, and always definitely keep God first and pray more because we need it. This is PTSD signing off, saying later.